What have you been up to?
I'm just fucking same as always, mate.
Yeah.
Just fucking working.
Dunno.
On the grind, you know what I mean? Well, that hotel's finished now.
Oh yeah.
Done the last day of it. Last day was yesterday. Finished it. Well, I think there's still a few odds and ends to tie up, but I'm finally moving on from that hotel and doing some jobbing around and stuff. Yeah.
Nice one. So you finished that. You finished that zone.
Yeah,
It's the next quest zone.
That phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your 99 skill.
99 skill electrical. Nah, not quite there. If I was to grade myself on a RuneScape, I'd probably give myself like a 52 or something.
That's still fair.
It's alright, you know.
That's like what? That's like Addy.
The guy I worked with is definitely a 99
Oh yeah.
electrician
Slapping
skill
about
cape.
with a skill cape.
Yeah.
It's an anti-static skill cape, is it, for electrical?
What?
Is it an anti-static skill cape? Like,
I'm really sorry, but that joke's gone right over my head.
well, I don't know. It's just like anti-static is like you just get a material that's anti-static, and so it doesn't give you an electric shock.
He is. When you wear it, you become the electricity. I think that's the emote.
He's just gifted with great powers over electricity.
I got a fucking cracking electric shock on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking belter, mate.
What's it like? I've heard that it's like someone going like that on your ribs, like someone. I can't describe
I know what
it
you
to
mean.
listeners.
Yeah,
Someone chopping your
like
ribs.
chopping your ribs and that. No, not really.
I guess it depends where, doesn't it?
It depends how badly you get it,
Yeah.
what it's on, how much current's going through it. But I've had about under 10 electric shocks in 3
Fucking hell.
years. In 3 years, I've probably had about 6. Now that's pretty good going, in my opinion. I think I've done all right there. But I know people who've had like been doing it at the same time as me. Who've had like fucking 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some pretty bad ones as well.
That's mad. Touch wood, I've not actually I think I dropped a lathe chuck on my finger once, which is like a big block of steel basically. But it was all right after a couple of days. It swelled up like a flipping balloon, but it was all right after a couple of days. That's the only injury I've had so far, apart from like just cuts and things. So yeah, would you say then that it's quite is it quite hazardous? Do people get injured regularly, or have you seen any injuries?
I've seen some pretty fucking. You can see it on the internet. So some of the worst stuff is when you go in, like say you drill through a cable.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is you're going across live and neutral in the cable, and when them two touch, it multiplies the current by like an unbelievable amount. Like it goes to like 10,000 amps.
Yeah.
And you know a bit about that, don't you?
Yeah, I've done electrical.
You've done a bit of that. So when you do that, you get people, you get the ground workers outside, like roads and stuff, and they're drilling through these massive fucking Kango hammers and that, and you fucking go through them. It's like a massive explosion, basically.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you what happened to me was I was connecting up a light switch live, which is a bit daft, but it was a switch. So I was just like, all I had to do was connect the switch wire, and that was dead, obviously, because it wasn't connected up yet. So I was putting it in, but because I had it switched off, the main in was already fucking in there connected, but the switch had to go in for it. And so I don't really know what happened, but it might be because it was a metal front.
Yeah.
As I was connecting it, just somehow I got a belt, I was like, fucking hell. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't actually hurt, Obviously, it's not, it doesn't tickle, but it's not like, oh, fuck!
Yeah, it's not,
it just gives you, hints in the name. It just gives you a real shock if you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
It's not like you see in films and that where you fucking fry.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I think all it does is make you sort of muscle spasm, doesn't it? But I think the only damage it does is obviously if it stops your fucking heart.
That's what the danger is. Because
Yeah.
I think is it 0.3 milliamps across your heart can fucking
If
kill
it's at
you.
the right time, yeah. That's pretty scary, isn't it? But I think you have to have it across both your hands then, don't it? If you just sort of touch something with your finger, it usually just sort of, you might just burn your finger. It just
Plus it's AC current, so it's like that. It's like that, isn't it? Like a wave.
a wave, yeah.
So you've got a chance to pull away. If it's direct current, you're
just
stuck
sucks
on
you
it.
onto it, yeah. Well, I know someone told me when I was doing electrical to test things by putting the back of your hand on something, because then if you do get a shock, it just makes your muscle spasm.
Yeah.
And rather than your arm gripping it and you fucking dying, your arm will spasm and it'll just like fling.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky and you fling away from
Yeah.
it almost, like if you're in the right position. But yeah, it's not nice. I've had like 2 in the past 2 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is if anything, it's annoying because you're like, fuck's sake, like I've got fucking, why the fuck's this live? Like fucking hell. Yeah, that's hard. Fucking hell, that was my week. But anyway, this is the Own Brand podcast. This.
Hello.
Well, yeah. What else is there? Well, I got a parking ticket this week as well.
All right. How did you
First
get
ever
that?
parking ticket.
Bit of a milestone, that.
Bit of a
Could have it framed,
milestone.
put it on your wall.
Yeah. A bit pissed off, to be honest, because I've been parking in that place for like the past 3 weeks every day.
Yeah.
And been getting away with it. Last day yesterday, on Saturday, last day at work there, got a ticket. It's like, fucking hell. You know what I mean?
Pretty typical, that.
But it's not too bad. It's 50 quid, but if you pay within 14 days, it's only 25.
Bit annoying, but yeah.
So when I saw it, I was thinking, fuck's sake, I've basically just come into work to pay off a parking ticket, essentially.
Yeah, it's true that actually. Yeah, I don't even think about stuff like that because apprenticeship rate, it's like shit. Even if I buy like a dinner at the canteen, that's like I've had to work
That's like
almost
an
an hour
hour.
and a half for it. Best not to dwell on that. But yeah, it's only been quite quiet for me at work. Still the same old sort of. It's a bit hard to talk about in a way. It's not. Cause as an electrician, I suppose it's like people know what you do. But for me, it's like I basically just if like bits of metal break, I have to make new ones. It's sort of the gist of it at the moment. Is what I do. It's obviously like it's quite interesting, but it's only interesting if you're doing the job.
Yeah.
So there's not much podcast material from me, but I suppose I could talk about all the video games I've been playing.
Oh yeah.
We've been playing a bit of Counter-Strike with the
Fucking hell.
shout out to the Discord boys.
I thought you said that we had a game of Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, that's it, I'm done with shooters now. And the
Yeah.
nead day you were playing Counter-Strike, probably the most
It's a bit-
frustrating shooter in the world.
Oh,
Man.
it's definitely like that, mate. Even last night, I had a game, and it was like I was like salty as fuck. I was in the game, and it's like, oh, this is shit. I hate this game. I keep getting killed, and it's like, as soon as the game ended, I was just like, that was actually an alright game. That oh, we lost, but it was close. I didn't get like loads of kills, but I think I was positive. Like I was alright game that. And I remember saying it to the boys because I was just a salty fucker all game, and I was just like, hey, I wasn't that too bad of a game that, lads. Actually, you know what? Just ignore me. That was fine. Just went off. So it's a funny one, just like competitive shooters, I suppose, because. I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing. I mean, I've gone about this a lot, I think, but I wouldn't mind getting a game that's just a bit chill and a bit maybe cooperative or something, or maybe just like a strategy game.
That's why we've been playing Minecraft a little bit. And like I
Yeah,
know
like
Minecraft.
that,
I know Minecraft gets fucking memed on pretty hard, but it's actually a really just relaxing sort of game. You know, you can just
I get it.
have a mess around with your mates and stuff. You know, it was kind of what I was looking for at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a bit sick of shooters myself. FIFA. I'm not a my games library is just narrowed down so much the past few years. Like, I feel like all I play these days is fucking FIFA, bit of COD, bit of this Fortnite, and like just whatever else is out there sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like I've got into a real slump with games. Fortnite is the only game I've actually been quite enjoying recently because I've gotten a bit better at it and stuff like that. But FIFA, don't know what it is about FIFA this year. Like when it first come out, it was like fucking hell, really nice gameplay. The passing is nice. I'm scoring some pretty nice goals. I remember there was a phase of about a month. I don't know what it was. They updated it every fucking, they updated it all the time. And
I'm just putting a bit in Discord about any, because I know last time we were talking about this and we got a lot of feedback asking for more about gaming. So I guess we've slipped into it. We might as well get a bit of topic going. But yeah, go on. You were saying.
Yeah, like FIFA is just a bit. I just got really bored of it. Like, usually I can stick at it for for longer than I have done, but I don't know whether it's just my age or because he kept updating it, and like one week it was fucking really fun to play, like scoring some really nice goals, just really enjoying it. Then the next week it'd just be like, I'd just be playing games and it'd just be like 0-0, 1-0, 1-1, just fucking like. I remember I was on the Discord with one of the boys in it. And I was playing FIFA. I was like, "This is the worst game of FIFA I think I've ever played." Like, it was just like 0-0 every time I fucking walked into the opposition half. They'd tackle me or whatever. It was like, fuck me. I know this doesn't mean a lot to you, but it's so frustrating.
I can relate. Yeah, I think you get like that with games. It's sort of like anything, isn't it? You just get you sort of get to a point where it's all new, it's dead exciting. You're probably playing against other people who are as like good as you are. It's quite sort of enjoyable. But then you sort of get to the point where it's like you've been playing it for a long time, a couple of years, and it's like you start to sort of you hit a bit of a wall with it.
Yeah, I think that's what's happened with me.
And you're probably like
I've been playing FIFA since FIFA 10.
Yeah,
like
7-8 years.
Yeah.
And natural,
FIFA
innit?
18 now. Midway, it's about midway through, maybe not midway, but it's about midway through its life cycle, and I'm just not into it at all at the moment. COD, I like COD, and that I've a similar thing. I've been playing COD since since year 7 or 8. I think I started properly playing it in Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I remember playing that year 8, year 7.
Year 8, yeah. So year 8, what like 2011 or something like that. So, yeah, but this World War II one, the idea of it's good, but I don't know what it is. Like, I've only had about half an hour's game time on it. There's just something about it that's just not dragging me back to play it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. It's not even a bad game. It's actually a decent shooter. You know what I mean? It's not really full of AIDS from my experience anyway. Like previous CODs, it's boots on the ground like everyone wanted again. Like I personally wanted that as well. I don't know what it is. I just fucking not really much interest to play it. And like I said, Fortnite is pretty much the only game I've been playing properly recently.
That's the thing. These competitive games. I mean, I've been through it. I tried to play sort of World of Warcraft competitively in the back in the day. I suppose that was the first one. Dota 2, League of Legends. I've played those, and it's the same cycle with all of them. Like,
Dota 2, fuck.
It's like it gets to the point where it's like the first couple of games it's a bit shit in it because you're a beginner, you're getting owned, And then you start to sort of do a little bit well, and it's like you get through a little bit of a golden age where it's like dead fun. You're just having a laugh.
Yeah.
But then it's just like it's like a rot that sets in it. It's like this fucking. You just can't have fun.
It's like a rot.
It is though, isn't it? It's just like it's just like
you do get in a proper slump, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I mean, that's the thing. You'll lose like 3 games in a row, and it'd be like, one of your mates will be like, "Oh, fuck's sake, you could have done this." You know what I mean? It's like, it's just like I had that a lot. I know there's a couple of lads we just fall out every game. Because it's like none of us are actually that good at the game. We're pretty competitive, but we're not coordinated or professional about it at all. And it's like we're not planning it and coordinating like we're being competitive, and we're only playing random battles anyway. We're not even playing ranked, so it doesn't matter at all if we win or lose. But it's still like we've still got like that competitiveness coming through, and we're not beginners anymore. And it's just like you go through this really awkward phase with it where it's just becomes sort of shy, and I think I've been through that cycle with a couple of games. It seems to just sort of happen, doesn't it? But
I mean, what's your opinion on Fortnite then? What's your take? Because I feel you're very mixed on it.
I suppose so. I mean, definitely if I was young and Fortnite came out, I'd be tanning it. I'd be definitely. I can see it being like big in schools. It was definitely the kind of game that I'd be into. But I just at the moment, like I say, it's just it's a bit unique with battle royale games. I actually think that the best experience on them is when you're single player. To be honest, you know what I mean.
I play it solo fairly often.
Yeah, I think that's when the game's at its best at that.
Yeah,
when it's like that.
Yeah, the game's at its best solo.
Yeah,
but you have more fun playing with friends.
That's it, innit? That's the thing. When I play in a group, I always have this feeling like I don't know. There's just a better game. I'd be having more fun in a group with playing a different game. That's the kind of thing. And I'm not really committed to playing Fortnite single player because I've sort of got other games I'd rather play single player.
Yeah.
But if I want to have a laugh with the lads playing a game online, bit of online gaming fun. I don't know. There's not really many games. It's only really Counter-Strike, and that's all right. But it's just a bit much. It's just a bit intense. Sometimes I don't want that competitiveness. Sometimes you just want to chill out, and you've got to deal with like turbo autistic Russians that are fucking ridiculously good at the game. You know what I mean? It just gets a bit much sometimes. But I don't know. You can still have fun with it, but it's just a bit different, isn't it? But I mean, when it comes to gaming though, the world is just on pause until Mountain Blade 2 comes out. just true.
Honestly, when that comes out, we're doing a bit of a fucking let's play on it, or just a bit of a series
definitely.
on it.
We have to. We should, like the old days. We should sit and like take turns on it and just.
That'd actually be fucking brilliant.
We should actually do that, mate. You know what? I'll actually like check how much annual leave I've got and maybe plan it. I actually think I will. Because I think I'm probably due.
Sorry, boss. There's a game coming out. I've got to take 7 weeks off.
I've got to complete it. It's Mountain Blade 2.
You'll never complete it.
No, probably not. I've not finished Warband. It's not possible. I don't think it's literally. I don't think it is possible. But I'll tell you what is good actually, and I suppose is a little bit Mountain Bladey. Kingdom Come.
You've been playing that.
I've been playing that quite a bit.
Tell us a little bit about that. So I've only seen a bit of gameplay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I suppose it is interesting because there's a bit of controversy about it from all fronts.
Really?
Obviously, there was a thing about where it was, it was supposed to be. I think people called it like racist because it was. It's historically accurate. I mean, 14th century Eastern Europe, right? It wasn't very diverse, it wasn't that diverse. It was a lot of white people, and there was a few Turks invading, and everyone sort of thinks, it's racist. That it's like it's just historically accurate, there's nothing you can do about it. So there was a bit of controversy about that, but only little. But most people are sort of reasonable. You can't make a historically accurate game and then just like, put like just loads of. There's no. You can't put like minorities and like diversity in a historically accurate game like that. It just doesn't make sense, does it? It just it's weird. And the thing is, there is diversity in it because there's Germans, There's Czechs.
Well, it's set in Germany, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's set in Bohemia, which is, I think, everyone in the game is a Czech, actually.
Oh,
I think
right.
your main character's a Czech. But, there's German characters in it. There's Hungarians in it. There's the Cumans, which are like a sort of Turkish tribe. It's just an interesting... But it's only a very small area of the world in one historical setting. You can't... People complain about it in a really weird way. But another thing they complain about is like how buggy it is, and that kind of thing. People gripe about it a lot. I think in a way it's sort of fair. You buy a game for £40 and it's like buggy and it's not what you want.
Mm.
I can see why you'd kick off about that, but like the game is exactly how I imagined it.
Yeah.
It's like exactly. I watched a bit of gameplay. I watched a couple of trailers. And it's exactly the way I'd imagine it. It's like I knew there was going to be weird bugs. Like look at Skyrim. How many fucking videos are there of the like horse? You can like ride up a mountain on your fucking horse and it just looks weird. And there's just shit floating about. And you can fuss rodar people off the map and just shit. It's not even that. It's not even that different. Like okay, there's some bugs in that, but shit, it's not. It's a really good game. Other than that, if like the odd bug freaks you out, all right, just refund it,
Yeah.
So that's been a bit of a breath of fresh air in a way.
Yeah, I can imagine it being a bit. Yeah.
Just a bit, because it's the first open world like RPG I've played for a little bit that I really liked. Because I didn't really get into Fallout 4 all that much. That was sort of the most recent, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
I've never actually.
I remember Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And I loved it personally. I really fucking enjoyed it.
There's nothing wrong with it, yeah.
But I think the problem... I don't know if I mentioned this in the second podcast, we were doing the gaming one.
Yeah.
I just kind of played it so much. Like, I've got it when it came out. Fucking... what was it? Fucking got home from work. Played it till fucking bedtime.
Yeah.
Every day for a good, 3 weeks. And I was playing it on weekends as well. I just kind of burnt out, it was like, and I could never get back into it. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of if you can't just hop in and out, you've got to be into it. I know what you mean. Yeah. But the thing is with Bethesda games, I've never been in that. Like Skyrim is always like the top bet. It's like the best game ever on every list, every top 10 games ever. It's
I'd have to disagree.
I'd disagree big time. I don't think it's even the best RPG. Never mind the best game. I don't think it's the best RPG. It's a very, very good game. It's sort of like the gold standard for RPGs, but it just does things I don't like. Because I've probably talked about it in maybe our second episode, but my favourite RPG is Gothic 2, and I'd recommend. I might put some screenshots up, but if I forget, on Steam, Gothic 2. Have a look at it. It looks shite. Graphics are shit. Animations are wonky. The dialogue's funny because it's just bad. But it's just a brilliant game because of the certain things that it does. In fact, Kingdom Come actually does it. You actually start the game and you are just shit. That's the secret to a good RPG. Because you start Skyrim and you go from being a prisoner in a cart with wearing rags and chains, and within 10 minutes you're the fucking Dragonborn. You're like a walking god that can just smite dragons down. You know what I mean? It's just a bit like it's a good game, but it's a bit ridiculous how you just sort of float around the world and you just sort of like this, almost like immortal being because you can save the game. You pretty much can't die. You can just heal in combat. It's a bit weird. But Gothic 2, I remember you start off and you're in your pajamas. Your first weapon is a branch. You pick up a heavy branch, and you meet a goblin on the road. And you have the fight of your life fighting this little fucking goblin. And you're like, shit! There's this goblin running around you, and the weird noises it makes. And it's just like, you're having to fend it off. And you kill it, and you pick up its dagger, and you're like, shit. You drop your branch, and you pick up this dagger, and you're like, oh, buzzing. And it's like that, and you very, very slowly build yourself up. But by the end of the game, you are a big tank. You've probably got your big armour, you've got your big sword, and you can really bash people about. And all the people that were bullying you at the start of the game, suddenly you're bullying them, and it feels great. Kingdom Come's got a little bit of that. You start the game, and the first thing you do, you've got to collect debt off someone.
Yeah, I saw this.
You've seen this gameplay, and you just beats the shit out of you, which is great. I think that's a great gameplay mechanic where you just you just get your arse handed to you, and it's part of the game, you know.
Because in most situations, you'd end up battering him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if it was Skyrim, you'd be, I'm an 18-year-old boy. I've just started my adventure, and I'm armed with a rusty sword that I found in a cave, and there's this lifelong warrior just walks up to me and starts a fight with me, and it's just like 2 hits and he's dead. Like, there's nothing sort of wrong with that, I suppose, but I think it's nice when a game is a bit like immersive. It's a lot of very immersive. Like, is probably the way of putting it. But yeah, I find that really refreshing, because now I'm at a point in the game where I've got big heavy armor on, I've got a big chunky sword, and it's just like, if bandits attack me, I just don't care, and it's great because I've gone through that sort of shitstorm of being crap, so it feels like I've like earned the right to survive in the world. But so that's been sort of interesting. But yeah, as a single player game, that's good. But in a way, I'd like that experience of just sort of chilled out, maybe exploring a bit, maybe a bit of strategy, slower pace, but like multiplayer.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much like that. Or I can't think of anything. Because multiplayer always tends to sort of go towards competitive, doesn't it? You see a lot of shooters.
Yeah. Shooters, they are quite fun. Like, the fun when you're young. I remember just like jumping in six mans with like, my mates, just absolutely hammering kids online.
Oh well, it's great when you're at school because you're surrounded by teammates, aren't you?
Yeah.
You'd never struggle to get a group together. No one's got work or anything.
Oh,
it's
that's
perfect
what's depressing, isn't it, about life now, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Like, I remember at school, like, everyone's like, I can't wait to get out of here. And I was kind of like, well, we have been here a long time. Wonder what lies around the next corner. But this is probably as good as it's going to get for us.
In ways. It's true.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's true. I wish in a way. I know what you mean. Like, I was a little bit aware of it. That okay, I know I'm gonna have to go to work. I know it's gonna be harder than this, but you still, even as a kid, even if you sort of you know what's coming, you still think, I'm a bit sick of school now. I want to get going. But it's just the hours, isn't it? You do so many hours, and you don't feel like you've got time or energy for stuff. But then again, I don't think it's that bad. I think there's always more time in the day than you think there is, in my experience. As much as working, I only work 8 to 5. I imagine you actually work more than me. You work Saturdays as well sometimes.
I've been doing past few weeks. Been doing 8 till 6.
Yeah.
Sometimes 7. 6 days a week.
So fucking hell, yeah. Well, you're pretty much on another level on top of, above mine.
Yeah.
In terms of flipping work hours. So, but that's just what I'm sort of working on, I suppose. Because you can only do your best at work. It's just a matter of time now, isn't it? It's just about grinding, like you say. It's just about grinding through those couple of years of sort of labouring, and then you can get to making decent money and thinking about working a bit less,
Yeah.
But I still think there's you can still use your time valuably, and I think that's what I need to work on a little bit now.
Yeah, I think I could do that. Doing that.
I mean, I could do go into the gym a couple of times a week maybe. There's this podcast. This podcast is something we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's something you can sort of look forward to putting your effort into, and that you do outside of work. So, there's always time for shit.
I know this is a bit random. It's pretty much completely off topic, but I was thinking about this, what I could talk about today. I was using, Henry Hoovers.
Yeah.
Are fucking shit.
Right.
I fucking hate them.
Are they the ones with the smiley face?
Yeah. They just piss me off. Right? I've been using them this week to hoover up, bits of mess and stuff. And I just think that they're just the worst fucking they're so poorly designed. I hate them.
Really?
I think, they're like, everyone's like, oh, bloody Henry Hoover's like a fucking national treasure. I don't give a fuck, mate. I don't give a shit. Fucking Henry and his fucking, what's his other pal called? James or something like that. There's another Hoover called James. And they're fucking shy. They're fucking, every Henry Hoover I've come across, they've got like tape around them, and, the little Hoovers are fucking heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? And you got the little hose pipe, and they're just fucking, like trying to carry him through doors and that. I fucking hate them. I just wanted to say that. Like, he gets such a good fucking press, Henry Hoover, but he's a shit bag. He's a shit bag of fucking hoovering.
Is he not like the only Hoover that's sort of industrial strength though? Like it's quite powerful, aren't they?
No, they're pretty
average.
Average.
So do you think if you got like a flash Dyson, that would be better?
I'd fucking love a Dyson at work. Mate. I'd fucking love one. I'd love a battery Dyson. If I ever go self-employed, I'm getting a fucking battery fucking Hoover. For fuck's sake. Sorry, I just had to say that. But he gets away with it, Henry. Fucking gets away
swindling
with it.
everyone.
I just see, they're everywhere, but they're shit. They fucking piss me off.
I've always thought like the smiley face on them's a bit like, I know it's a bit corny, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking hell.
That always annoyed me a little bit, but I don't know. I've not had to use them really. I've been saved from vacuum terror.
I just had to fucking say that.
Our brief interlude.
Yeah.
This week, sponsored by Dyson.
Yeah. Make money off that.
Just bashing Henry Hoovers. That'd be a good way of making a living. Just Dyson plants sleeper agents all over. Damn.
Yeah.
I suppose, sort of talking about self-employed.
Oh, that's the point, actually.
Go on.
Talking about self-employed, I've been watching someone on YouTube who I cannot stop watching at the moment. He's called Thomas Nagy, whatever.
Yeah.
And he daily vlogs, well not daily vlogs, but it's like weekly vlogs. A day in the life of a London electrician.
Oh right, yeah.
And I fucking love his videos. Like I just can't stop. He's got like he comes across work and it'll just be him going round in the van just chatting, and he's like, oh bloody traffic today, and he's like, oh, I'm not doing anything till I get some coffee, and like he's doing all these little jobs and stuff, and he just whilst he's working he just talks to you. He's got his camera there,
Yeah.
and he's just there talking to you. He's just a self-employed guy in London, and I just fucking like last night I just couldn't stop watching his videos. Like, I watched him for about an hour and then just one after the other. Just fucking...
It's like right up your street, that.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking brilliant.
Wow, that's pretty cool, that.
Good idea, that.
We could do that. We've all got our phones on us. I think we could maybe pump out a bit more YouTube content on the phone. Yeah, have a go at that. If you ever want to do that, you can always edit it. It'd be too hard to edit that kind of thing together. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let us know in the comments or by email if you want to see Jim on the job.
Jim on the job. Jim on the fucking job. Fucking hell.
It's done. It's happening.
It's happening.
Get your sub boxes ready, boys. That'd be pretty good, that, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like quite a good thing is as well, that's sort of real, isn't it? That's like a vlog, but it's like not just some cancerous kids in LA.
Hi guys, I'm going to Tesco to get a meal deal, and I'm gonna go home and chill out and nap with my dogs.
But before you spend 20 minutes watching my life, remember to buy some merchandise, and subscribe.
Buy some merch. Life is just so great, guys, in central London. My life is so much better than yours.
Please make it even better by buying my merch.
Yeah. And if you don't know, it's pretty obvious who we're referencing here. It's that Alfie fella.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I hate all them cunts, all them daily vloggers.
It's just rough, isn't it? It's like
They did that event, didn't they, where they just stole people's money essentially.
And they just sort of didn't do out.
Hello World.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's so. It's weird though. The thing is, like the fans sort of know what they're getting into. It's just weird at like the numbers, isn't it? There just seems to be like just masses of people who watch this kind of thing.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's proper weird, isn't it? I mean, it's like millions of people watch Jake Paul's vlogs, and like really like them. You know, can you like just imagine millions of people?
Yeah,
it hurts
a lot.
your brain a little bit. You know,
a lot, isn't it? It's like I don't even want to talk about them two dickheads, to be honest with you, but it's like I don't know. It's fake positivity, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like I know you could say, "Oh, well, you're just watching an electrician in his daily life," but at least there's some interest in that. You know, these guys are just fucking filming their everyday life.
Right, as well, he's like an actual skill. I mean, he's self-employed in London, being an electrician. He's probably pretty fucking good at his job.
Yeah.
Like he's probably doing pretty good on doing a trade. That's like impressive. There's something there to actually watch. There's a bit of content.
Yeah.
But
it's like I'm watching him because he's an electrician, right?
Yeah.
But why are these people watching these?
Well, that's the thing. It's just like it's designed to be totally lowest common denominator, isn't it? Like
it's so basic, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's basic.
It's like top 40 music.
Yeah, it is. It's like chart music, isn't it? They're like chart music incarnate. That's what they are.
Fucking hell, we better not talk about that.
Oh, crap, no. I'm getting a bit of flipping PTSD out of that already. I like to just pretend I live in a world where
Ed Sheeran doesn't exist.
Ed Sheeran doesn't exist.
No, I think Ed gets a hard press sometimes. His songs, a lot of his songs get played on the radio a lot, and a lot of them are very boring. But
in a way, I feel sorry for him that his arse gets licked as much as it does.
So I feel like he's just not that type of guy.
He just seems like a totally sort of quite.
He's
quite
a cool guy. He's
probably fine.
Sound, yeah. I'd like to have a beer with him.
I'd have a beer with him.
Yeah,
but I would tell him I don't like his music. But
yeah.
That'd be
not
all right.
for us, but it's just
that'd be all right. But it's just the fact that you have to hear it all the time. That's what's offensive about it, isn't it? It's just 3 times a day. Right, we're gonna have to move on.
You're gonna implode.
It's just when you're at work and it's like, I don't know, you're just there working and you hear the same song on the 4th time that day, literally the 4th time the day, and it's like, I'm looking around like, am I the only one who's freaking out like this? Am I the only one? I'm going through hell here, and everyone else is just working like nothing going on. You know, it's just weird. I don't know. People don't seem to mind. They don't pay attention to it, I guess. I don't know.
It's not it's not the fact that like it's fine to like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
It's fine to like these pop stars.
You might
like we don't like them, and that's fine. You know what I mean? We're not being dicks about it.
No.
We're just sick of hearing it on the radio all the time. That's what it is. That's what pisses us off.
That's it, exactly. Just for me, when it comes to music, I just think there's just so much out there. There's just like an unfathomably large amount of music available right now. And the fact that the same like 10 songs get played on the radio is just annoying. And it's like I say, even if they just played, I don't know, all the songs on an album that are a bit, cause sometimes you get an album, you go through it and it's like, you get the hits, but there's only like 2 of them that are like pop songs, and like the rest of them sometimes are a bit like out there and a bit experimental.
I'll tell you what,
put those on the radio.
You know Drake, you know of Drake, don't you?
I know of him, yeah.
Well, to be fair to Drake, he's pretty like, he's managed to stay relevant for like 10 years.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing at the end of the day. He's not just some fucking rapper. He is which I kind of respect. I don't love his music. I'm not his biggest fan.
No.
But there's some songs in there here and there. I do have I have on my phone and that, But he's released a little EP, God's Plan. The EP's called Scary Hours. And God's Plan is one of its songs on there. And that's the hit song on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only 2 songs, but that's the hit song that's being on the radio, and I don't mind that. It's all right, but I'm
Yeah.
already starting to feel a bit fucking hell. It's this again. You know what I mean? But the other one, the other song, Diplomatic Immunity, it's called.
Yeah.
I really like that one, and that's the one that's not getting played on the radio.
That happens all the time, doesn't it?
And
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's a psychological thing where it's the one on the radio. I don't like that one as much as the other one, but I genuinely do just prefer the other.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean. I was gonna say the same thing. Sometimes, a lot of the time, you get to listen to a hit, and it's usually all right. But there's usually another song on the album that you like really connect with or something. That
Yeah.
you really like get on with that song, or it's something that relates to you, or you like the music a lot better. And like no one seems to sort of talk about that one. And
Strange, isn't it?
There's always the one
It's because
hit.
it's not. It's probably just because it's not catchy.
Yeah, I find as well
It's
like
a bit harder to listen
definitely.
to.
Definitely. I mean, I always think like, I don't know. I can't. It's something I struggle with. It's something I think about a lot, and I don't. Sometimes I just don't get music. Like it's a weird one.
Weird, isn't it?
I mean, the thing is, a lot of people get it wrong. I know. At the end of the day, though, you could listen to a guy banging a drum, and that would be the best music for a certain situation. You know what I mean? What's it like? German umpire music, where they've got the like big horns and they go umpa, umpa, umpa. It sounds flipping ridiculous. But you've had a few pints and you're in Germany and you're at a beer fest. It probably sounds fucking great.
Fucking brilliant.
You know what I mean? You probably absolutely love it. It's probably like it probably like set the mood of the night. So music, I think, is quite situational. And like I say, you might be. Some guy banging on a bongo might be the best music for a given situation. Might be that's all you need, and you'd be absolutely buzzing listening to one guy playing the bongos really well.
I'll tell you who I have been listening to quite a bit recently. I don't know if you've heard them. Quite a popular American band, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Do you know?
I've heard of them. Yeah, of course.
And I really like their music because of just the style. Like it's very. It's catchy, but it's very chilled out.
Yeah.
It's quite, it's just nice to listen to. But if I was in a club or something, and a Red Hot Chili Peppers song come on, I'd be a bit like, well, this doesn't really fit the mood. I want to hear some Ketty donks. You know what I mean?
It is like that.
I want to hear MC Mental at his best.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
Well, exactly. I think that's the way to look at it. Because this music is sort of situational, people like different situations, and so people like different music. That is the secret to it. I mean, that's the thing with pop music. It's like it's broad spectrum. It can just be put on the radio as like blanket noise. You can listen to it at a concert. You can dance to it. You can, sit and chill and listen to it. It's like that's what makes it successful. That's why it is all these hits that follow a sort of formula in a way, because it's just designed for all situations. It's like general purpose music is the way you could classify it as general purpose music. Because if you're just sort of chilling out and you're a bit relaxed, some people never just sit down, chill and relax, or like sit down and read a book or something. If some people don't like just sitting down in silence and reading a book, they aren't going to like, smooth jazz. It's just not going to be their thing because they're never in that situation or state of mind where they'd enjoy that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And equally, like you say, when you're at a club, you're not gonna you want catchy tunes, but if you don't like, then again it'd be weird if you went to like, a concert band recital and they started to do some absolute rave music. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Everyone sort of sat down to listen to a concert, and it's like in the park or something. It's a sunny day. There's kids running about, and they start putting on some like.
I remember
absolute
that.
Dunk.
I remember, Stanley Park.
Yeah.
Walking. Was it with you? I feel like it might have been with you years ago, mate. Like when we were kids.
Possibly.
we're walking through, and you know the bandstand at
Yeah.
Stanley Park, like, you know, it was a Sunday afternoon, or,
Yeah.
you know, kids are all around, we're all having a laugh, getting ice creams, all that stuff we usually do.
Yeah.
And like, there's a band on, and they're playing like full-on fucking heavy metal music, and it's just like so off, isn't it? It was like,
Oh, well, was that night at school at Horse
no, it was that.
Was that different?
It was that. I mean, that did happen.
It
That was
happened
another
multiple
thing.
times,
That was
hadn't it?
another thing.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was another thing that happened, but it was at Stanley Park. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was with you. Yeah,
I don't remember it, but I can believe it. It sounds
yeah.
feasible. But there was that time. Maybe we could talk about that. When we were at primary school and we got
What time? Yeah, we got time.
we got plenty of time.
You can go on.
Well, we had a little.
You probably
band, didn't
remember
we?
it better than me.
Yeah, it's something that stuck with me because we had that little band, and we were probably all right. To be honest, we were probably like, for considering we were like 11. And
Yeah.
the thing is, the style of music. Well, what we would have played would have been pretty decent for a summer fair. I think we were quite, we weren't going to play any thrash metal. The point is, it probably would have been quite easy listening for a school summer fair, wouldn't it? Just a couple of kids. But we pretty much got binned off doing it, didn't we? Like, we asked about it, and we asked about it a few times, and they just sort of like, oh, you've got to talk to someone else about it, and we went and talked to that teacher, and she said, oh, no, I think, it was all like this shit. No encouragement. We just sort of got, like, binned off a bit. And so we went to the summer fair, and there was another band playing, wasn't it?
Mm.
And it was just like, if that kind of thing happened now, it would have got filmed and put on YouTube, and it would have been cringe compilation number 12, wouldn't it? It was definitely massively cringe, wasn't it?
So I remember being at that age and thinking,
Yeah.
fuck me, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah. Well,
Because I remember there was there was an old lady watching them at one point, right?
she was the only one watching them.
Well, there was a few at one point, but then it was just these. They were all they were about our age
Yeah.
now, at the time, and like there was one fella who stood on his amp, absolutely fucking going
Thrashing
for it.
it, yeah.
Like,
It was only like a little amp on it. It wasn't a
Wasn't
big
it?
Marshall stack. It was his little amp, and he was just stood on it, giving it like it was.
and
his
this old
big
lady was
performance.
fucking watching them on, like,
Probably their grandma.
yeah.
Probably their grandma. And
But we did Redemption. We did play at the school leavers
We did,
assembly,
yeah.
and that was fucking cool, mate. Like,
I bet that was cool. Yeah.
yeah, I remember
I-
doing a little drum solo at the end.
Did you?
and
I honestly, I don't remember actually performing it, to be honest.
what? Do you not?
No. I remember.
I remember being in sync with you, and like the lassie that was singing for us
Yeah.
was there. She forgot a bass guitar, so she had to sing
Yeah.
along with the other person who was singing for us. And like, I can't remember what fucking song it was, but I remember.
I
like,
remember the music.
I remember it was just quite simple. I think I was tapping the fucking
Yeah.
top hat thing with the snare and all that, and you were doing a little thing and singing. And then at the end, I just went.
I do actually.
And I
Remember
remember
that now.
just
I
like-
do remember that. Yeah.
And I just, honestly, I just remember everyone standing up like fucking whoa, because it was like fucking hell. The school kids did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, it was proper
true.
School of Rock sort of thing.
It was actually. Now you say that, I do remember you doing
Yeah.
it at the fucking end. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was a pretty. But we did actually overcome quite a lot of shit to get there, didn't we? I
Yeah.
think we really got the school didn't fucking. We didn't get any encouragement. We actually got resistance.
Yeah.
You'd think that like a couple of school kids saying, "Oh, we've got this bit of music together. Can we play?" You think the teachers would be like, "Oh yeah, sweet, great."
Yeah.
Some school kids want to go play some music.
Make
Normally
us
we
look
have to
good.
make them do it. But they were just like, "Oh, you can't practice here because you might get electrocuted." We had that, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's just like. So to get that at the end was probably quite good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bit of redemption, like you say. But yeah, not getting to play at that summer fair, that really does keep me up at night sometimes. Fucking hell. Just the bastardry of it, like
Yeah, it was a bit shit, wasn't it?
just to get screwed over by just that. We'd have gone down really well, I think. The way we played, and it was quite smooth. It was it wasn't like pop music, but it was a bit more broad spectrum. You know, when
Yeah.
you're at a school summer fair, you want music that's a little bit, a bit toned down, a little bit chill, and a little bit like easy
Fun.
to listen to.
Yeah.
You'd not thrash metal, not fucking thrash metal. That's the last thing you'd want to play. You know what I mean? So I think we'd have gone down well. You know, we'd probably got people. Oh well, aren't they good little school kids playing? You know, we'd have got a lot of that. And I don't know, but it was. I remember quite a bit of like drama with that band. We had a bit of like, it was a bit of a. I remember it being quite interesting in a way, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was a worthwhile experience, put it that way.
Yeah, it was a good little experience. Yeah.
Definitely. But and we were called Dragonhead after your RuneScape clan, weren't we?
Oh yeah, my RuneScape clan is called Dragonhead. After the inspiration I got for that name was a metal band called Dragonfire,
Yeah.
and it's fucking funny.
Damn. You've got to do things a bit cringe when you're young, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
The mic stand's very dusty. Oh, is that a bit of ASMR?
Ooh.
Ooh. You've made it this far into the video, you get rewarded with a bit of that. I wonder how that sounds. But yeah, we're at 50 minutes there. What do you think?
Yeah, that's all right. That'll do us, I think.
Bit of a funny. We've just come down from a big episode, I feel, with the chicken factory.
Yeah.
So this has been a bit.
Oh
of
yeah,
a
we didn't really get
scattered
any
one,
questions
but chill.
about the chicken factory. No emails again.
It was a bit quiet. Yeah, I was wondering. Like, I'd like to see more views on that. More views
Yeah.
on it, just because we put quite a bit of time into it and that, and I think it's an interesting story. I think that is actually a story that like a lot of people I think would be quite interested in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we just didn't. Maybe I didn't like thumbnail it right or title it or tag it something right. Maybe
It's
people
not.
aren't finding it.
You can't. It was only our fifth one, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's not bad in the grand scheme of things, true, but I just think that kind of video I could see that doing all right if it just
It'll
sort of
be all right.
snowballs.
We'll plug it when we're on the True Geordie podcast.
That's it, yeah.
So
that's the aim, isn't it?
yeah, that's the goal. Get on True Geordie podcast.
What would
Can
you
you
do?
imagine?
What would you do if you were just there? Just like I rang you up. Oh, guess who I've just bumped into, Jim? I've just been at the bus stop. I've just been speaking to.
What, in Blackpool?
Yeah. Well, he might come here. Keep your eye out, mate. If he comes here, we'll say, oh, I didn't know you were in Blackpool, True Geordie. And we were hiding in a bush for 3 hours. Be like that. Oh, you think? Oh, we do a little podcast. Would you? Think you could have us?
I think we could have us on. We're pretty funny.
Yeah, I think I'd be all right. That's definitely going to happen, actually.
It's just going to happen.
It has to.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of a Northern England YouTube community, like
Brewing.
in the works, isn't there?
Yeah. We'll see, mate. We'll see. Anyway, I think that's it from us. No emails, obviously. But send us a fucking email,
Please.
for fuck's sake. Like, you want us to talk about fucking giraffes, mate. Yeah?
Are they real?
Are they real? Has science gone too far with giraffes, right? Anything. You want us to talk about fucking bottle openers.
Do you know that the barnacle has the largest penis relative to body size in the animal kingdom?
Wow.
It's true. The barnacle.
I think that's where we're going to end it then.
All right. See you later, boys and
Alright.
girls.
Ta-ra.